everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome back to another video. It is DVD haul time. These are picked from my birthday, from Christmas, and just some random pickups that I've got on along the way. This is a long time coming. Get ready for DVD haul number 20. I know, it's ridiculous. My first DVD is one I got for my birthday from my sister. That is The Way, Way Back, which we both watched together at the cinema and both loved. This follows a young teenage boy who goes on holiday for the summer holidays with his mum and her new boyfriend, and he gets a job at this water park, and Sam Rockwell is the owner of said water park, so obviously this film is great. This film is just a great summer flick and a great coming of age story. It has really great acting, great writing, it's super funny, it's super dramatic, it has that really nice balance between comedy and drama. And if you haven't seen The Way, Way Back yet, I think it's incredibly underrated. So check it out when summer comes around. This is one I got for Christmas, and that is The Prince of Egypt, which is a children's animation film that follows the book of Exodus from the Bible. It follows Moses and Ramses, the two princes of Egypt. Now when people say they're going to watch Exodus, Gods and Kings, I pretty much just suggest that they pick up Prince of Egypt. Now this may not be incredibly historically or religiously accurate, but I do think this film is much better than Exodus, Gods and Kings, even though I haven't seen Exodus, Gods and Kings. I know. The Prince of Egypt has beautiful animation, a great message, and wonderful music by Hans Zimmer. The score is perfect. And I've watched this film ever since I was a child, and I watch it now and I still love it. It still holds up from childhood to now. Next is a random pickup. I picked up Prometheus, which I actually really enjoyed. There's kind of a love-hate relationship people have with Prometheus, it being the prequel to the Alien films, but I really enjoyed Prometheus. It has its faults, I will give it that. But I am a sucker and lover of sci-fi, so of course I need to love Prometheus. And Alien, obviously. I love Alien. But yeah, if you're a fan of the Alien franchise and you haven't checked out Prometheus yet, or if you're just a sci-fi fan in general, this one has aliens in it, this one has artificial intelligence in it, it has all of that great sci-fi stuff in it. Go check it out. Next up is a random pickup of a film that came out last year and I really enjoyed, and that is Sing Street, directed by John Carney. It's a musical, comedy, drama, coming of age story of a boy that's living in Dublin and his parents are on the edge of divorce. He moves to a new school, but he meets this girl he really likes and kind of fibs his way into like getting a date with her. He says that he has this band and he has to make up this band to get this girl's attention, and he ends up making this band and they make cool music and it's set in the 80s and it's just wonderful. Sing Street has really great performances from the cast overall, really great music, and I just love it. It just gives me so many nice feelings. Next up is another DVD from Christmas, and that is The Place Beyond the Pines. Long story short, if you haven't watched this film yet, go do that. It follows two stories of two men, one played by Ryan Gosling, one played by Bradley Cooper, and one of them's a policeman, the other one is a motorcycle stuntist, and it follows their stories and how their decisions and their life affects the lives of their two sons. This film overall is gorgeous, the acting is great, the writing's great, the cinematography is beautiful, the music and score is just so good. So if you haven't seen The Place Beyond the Pines yet, go do that. Next up is another film from 2016, and that is The Neon Demon, which is directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. It was one of my favourite films of 2016. It follows this 16-year-old girl named Jessie who moves to Los Angeles to pursue a career in modelling, and she learns it's not a nice world. It's a deep, dark, nasty, dog-eat-dog world in The Neon Demon and in Los Angeles. This film is stunning. It is so beautifully made. The score by Cliff Martinez is amazing. The cinematography by Natasha Breyer should have got nominated and should have won for Best Oscar, but I won't talk about that because I'll go on a rant. But yes, if you haven't checked out The Neon Demon and you're into super weird indie films and you've seen any other Nicholas Winding Refn films, definitely go watch this one. Next up is what I would call an underrated superhero film, and that is Dredd. He's not technically a superhero, but it's in the same category. Dredd is set in a dystopian world where everything's gone to chaos, everyone lives in different sectors, and they have judges who are the people, like the police, that judge on crimes, whether or not you should be punished or whether you should be let free. And Carl Urban plays Judge Dredd, and him and his partner Anderson have to go in to infiltrate the Peachtrees, led by the infamous Mama, who's played by Lena Headey, and this film is just so gory, gritty, violent, everything I want in a kind of superhero. I mean comic book film. Everything I want in a comic book film. I freaking love the styling of this film. It's non-stop action. It's just so exciting to watch. If you haven't seen Dredd yet, do that. Yet another random pickup, we have Hail Caesar, which is the latest from Joel and Ethan Coen. I watched this earlier in 2016 and I wasn't the biggest fan of it when I first saw it, and after multiple watches I really learned to appreciate and love Hail Caesar. It's set in the 1950s, the golden age of cinema, and it follows a kind of producer, keeper of everyone in the studio. Like, all of the actors are directed by this guy to stay out of trouble. And one of the main stars of Capitol Pictures, which is the studio he works for, Burt Whitlock, goes missing, and everything goes into chaos when this guy goes missing, and there's all of these mysteries hiding behind corners. I really love the styling of Hail Caesar. I think the cinematography is gorgeous by Roger Deakins. He is a genius. I really like the writing. It's charming and it's funny and it's definitely Coen brother style, and it's taken me a while to get into their style, but I really enjoy it now. Next up is another film from Christmas that I watched last year and fell completely in love with it, and that is the beautiful Italian film Cinema Paradiso. If you are a film lover and a cinephile and love everything film, you're gonna love this film. As I said, I watched it for the first time last year and I laughed, I cried, I smiled. I felt pretty much every emotion watching Cinema Paradiso. It follows a young boy and his relationship with a guy who owns the cinema in his small Sicilian town, and it's just such a beautiful and wonderful story, and just watch it. It's in Italian, just watch it. Up next we have City of God, which is another random pickup. I've heard great things about this one, but I've never actually watched it. I know. I'm not actually too sure about the plot of City of God, but I really don't want to know much about the plot of City of God. I just want to go in knowing nothing. I've just heard it's a really great film. So if you've watched it, please let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments, but please don't be spoilery if there are spoilers. I don't know. And last but not least, in this DVD haul is one of my favourites from 2015, and that is Brooklyn, which is directed by John Crowley. It stars Saoirse Ronan as Ailish, who is an Irish immigrant who moves to Brooklyn, New York to work and provide for her family, and ends up falling in love with this Italian-American guy called Tony. And it's just so wonderful. It's a romantic comedy sort of film. It's more romance drama, but it's got funny bits in it. And it's just everything a romance film should be. It should make you fall in love with love, and that's what Brooklyn makes you do. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside when I watch it. And it's also incredibly well made and acted. Like, Saoirse Ronan is amazing in this film. And just, oh, I love Brooklyn so much. If you haven't seen it, I just love it. Just watch it. It's great. So there you have it, guys. That was DVD haul number 20. That is insane. Let me know what you thought of my pickups down below in the comments, and what have you guys been picking up lately. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. All my social media links will be down below in the description, but I am at Rihanna Toria on everything. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you very soon. Bye.